I mean, that's freaking rad. Yeah, I screwed up. I screwed up pretty bad, and I'm hoping I can salvage it. Alrighty, let's see if we can do this without screwing this up. Everything is a hammer. I really hope I didn't screw something up. I didn't do it on purpose, it just went. I was trying to be careful. I don't know if you can see that down there or not. There's a drill bit. Now that I got the heater in, it's time to build the rest of the doghouse because I'm sick of looking at the back of the transmission. Let's get it done. I'm basically gonna build it the same way I built this one. If you saw that video, if not, I'll post a link, you know, here or there. I'll post a link somewhere. Maybe it'll be in the description. I don't know these things, people, but it's gonna be the same jazz. I'm gonna get some metal, I'm gonna frame it out, I'm gonna weld some stuff in, I'm gonna base it around something. You know, I haven't got another Rusty Jones dumpster, and I don't want to use the back of it because that would, you know, be just kind of eh. But I have an idea, and it'll either work or it won't. I don't know. We're gonna find out together. But I got too much junk here. But I gotta clean up. You know, I got too much junk in the way, is what I'm saying. I need to get rid of some of it because it's everywhere. Mainly because I don't take the time between jobs to clean up. I just jump from job to job to job to job to job to job without the cleanup in the middle. It's just what I do. We don't need that. So yeah, we're just gonna start framing it out. I may have to go get some more rod because I think I'm out of steel rod. And then we'll just figure it out from there. Should be pretty quick and easy. Yeah, I just screwed myself, didn't I, by saying that? Damn it. I think the basics is what I'm gonna do is start with rebar. I think rebar will look cool. And we'll just outline that maybe? I think it should work. Don't you? We'll just go across there, down here, and then we'll figure out the inside stuff. I don't know, I'm gonna start with rebar. Perfect. I need more rebar. This is all I have left. Damn it. She's a little high there, but that ain't nothing a little grindy action can't fix. It's gonna be fine. And I'm gonna make plates up at the bottom here so she can attach. We're gonna bolt it right to the floor. It's gonna be perfect. So that's what we got going on. That's what we've started with. I'm just gonna tack it to here. And then when I'm done building the whole structure, I'll just cut the tacks off and lift it out of there. So it's no big deal. So that's my start of it. These are my plates across the bottom. I'm gonna drill holes and put bolts in there. So that'll hold it down nice and snug for me. Now I just gotta start building the rest of it. Yep, I think so. I have this, where is it? I have a sign. I have this rad sign. I've had this for a little while, I've been kicking it around. And I think this is gonna be like the centerpiece of this, I guess it's another doghouse, of this doghouse. And I think I'm gonna mount it right up in there like that. That'd be kind of cool, huh? That's my thought process anyways. When I built my other doghouse, I used a bunch of, well, it's called, I don't know what it's called. It's like steel rod, 1/4-inch rod, 3/8 rod. When I went to my local Sunday metal supplier, being Ace Hardware, they didn't have any more of it. What I did end up with is some 1/2-inch flat stock. It should serve the same purpose. It's just a skeleton, it shouldn't matter. What I'll do first is maybe I'll frame this with this 1/2-inch stuff and then build off of that to the rest of it. That seems smart. Yep, I like that idea. So I'm having thoughts here that maybe I go with this 1-inch wide flat stock I got, because then I don't have to be so precise with it, and I'll just make a frame basically to box this in, and then I could use this 1/2-inch stuff. If I build a frame for the sign out of this, then I can build the framework for the rest of it to attach to, which is patch panels and whatever else I use out of this. That's definitely what I'm gonna do, yep. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I just gotta figure it all, that's all. Simple. So here, this is kind of what I'm visioning in my head that I'm probably not translating into words very well. We're just gonna make a box. Oh, that's not very square. As square as I can get it. Well, that cut's crooked, but we'll make it work. Like So basically a frame. A frame is what it would be. And then I'm gonna set this in here, get this all welded to that, and then I'm gonna take that whole unit and weld it into there. Easy peasy, problem solved, no big deal. Should be no big deal. It'll be no big deal, it'll be fine. Just gotta figure out how to do it so it's not, you know, crooked. But I like it. How do you suppose we make sure that's square? What are the odds this works? I think it's gonna work. Yep, it's gonna work. Beautiful. Okay, so now I just gotta figure out. Well, that's definitely warm. Let's put my glove back on. This is gonna go up in here. I should almost just right to there and then just attach it down to there, shouldn't I? I would show you what I mean, but I'm holding the camera and this, so I can't. Let me figure this out. Maybe my wife is home today. Maybe I need to get her out here to help me. Hold it there for me so I can put a couple tacks on. Amber!
Hello?
I need a hand, please.
Oh, I can give you a hand.
I'm waiting.
All right.
What's taking so long? Hurry up. I haven't got your gloves.
Ooh. You don't want me to burn my pretty hands?
Well, I don't want you to get hit by a spark and drop it on me. Gotta lift the bottom up a little bit because I want it to line up with that a little bit.
Where are you going to place it up top?
Down. I'm just gonna tack it up there so I don't have to keep holding it. I can't hold it and tack it, see? As soon as I let go, it just falls. So I need somebody to hold it there. See, it just keeps falling.
Hold on. Hold on!
It's falling. It just keeps falling. Now it's not in the right spot. No, that's not. No, that's no.
I'm trying to, like...
I just need you to hold it there.
Don't start my hair on fire.
No promises.
Uh-oh. Hello?
Always to the floor. Every time.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't have to be perfect, you just gotta be up there.
It's like...
Falling.
Yeah, but it's...
Every time I put it up there, it falls. See?
Yeah, well...
See, it falls.
I get that part. You're not giving me a minute to get my hand
I
adjusted.
don't have a minute.
Well, obviously you do.
This needs to like line up with this.
Uh-oh, you pushed it. My arm! My arm!
Will it hold?
I don't know. I'm afraid to let it go.
Will it hold enough? Couldn't barely reach up in there.
Looks like it might be over to one side more than the other, just a smidge. I don't know if that's gonna matter or not.
No.
Okay. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. There's one. I've been working on my belly all afternoon long. There, so that's the start of it. Now we just gotta go to town and build everything else that's a part of it. This is gonna be fun. So I've made the executive decision. Aluminum back to the 50s sign. That's what's happening. I can't find anything else I'm happy with, so this is what it's gonna be. I'm gonna make a frame that outlines it. I'm gonna cut this in half because it's too big. It doesn't jive. It doesn't fit. It doesn't work. So we're gonna cut it in half, and I'm gonna make a frame, and then we're just gonna rivet it to that. I think I'm gonna use the bottom half like a placard because it's kind of cool. The Back to the 50s weekend here in Minnesota is kind of a big deal. I mean, it brings tens of thousands of cars from all over the North America, really, Canada, Alaska. I mean, just everywhere. My dad loved that show. Loved that show. Kind of a little bit of a piece of my old man in the car. That's what we're gonna do. So now I got a plan. I'm just gonna start making it happen, however that's gonna be. I think that'll look pretty good. We'll just get our frame made up here, how we're gonna do it. We'll make it happen. All right, so there we are. Got my frame made up. It fits on there pretty darn good. And then we'll just rivet it in. I'm not gonna worry about doing any of that until I'm done sheet metaling it. That way I don't get weld splatter and all that garbage on it. But it's done. So now we're just gonna get this figured out where we want it. Probably something like that or something like that. I like that actually. Yeah, so figure out where I want that, and then we'll get it tacked in, welded in, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll just start building the rest of our skeleton. I think I'm going to drill my holes first though, like I did on the other side, because that was a really smart idea, and I like that. So yeah, we'll drill the holes, then we'll tack this in, then we'll build the rest of our skeleton, we'll cut all our tacks that are holding this whole thing in place, we'll lift it out, covered in sheet metal, riv nut the floor, and we'll be done. Yes, if I keep telling myself that, it's gonna happen that fast. Yes. I'm actually gonna check the other side of the firewall this time, because I forgot last time. Should be good as long as we don't go too far. Son of a... Dude, why do I keep breaking these damn drill bits? I wonder if it at least went through. If it went through, it's fine. I don't even care. Okay, so maybe I care because it's against the head. I really hope I didn't screw something up. Let's see if we can get you a look down here. Really hope I didn't screw this up. I mean, I didn't do it on purpose. It just went. I was trying to be careful. I don't know if you can see that down there or not. There's a drill bit. It just popped through. I didn't mean to. All right, let's get it out of there maybe. I'm sure it's probably fine. It wasn't even really that tight. It was loose in there. I'm sure it's fine. All right, let's try this now. I think that's where I like it. Where's my helmet? Let's do this, Simon. Let's do this. No pressure. I'm really not left-handed. All right, and away we go. 4 1/4. 4 1/4 and 5 1/8. Uh-oh, I lost it. Where did I put it? I just had it. There it is. I just need a little tray. Oh, that's way better. All right, now where do we go? I think we looped back up to here. 5 1/2 inches. That one doesn't look the prettiest, but it's in there, and that's all that matters. Alrighty then. Only a couple more. Oh, 5 3/4 on that one. More trim. I don't want to burn wires again. Stop. Nope, already melting the loom. Damn it! Stupid! How'd you think I would learn? Yeah, it's pretty stout. I think for the ease of sheet metal, I'm going to put one more here. And if I have to add any more, I think it's going to be stable enough, rigid enough, strong enough, complete enough that if I have to add any more, it shouldn't change its shape and it should still fit back in here when I'm done. At least that's what I'm hoping. What do we think? Should we just cut it out now? Should hold its shape, shouldn't it? I mean, it's pretty well framed in. I should be able to get a piece there. Actually, maybe I'll do another one here. Just because that looks like it could be kind of a pain in the ass to sheet metal. Nah, we're gonna go that way. 4 1/2. How do we look? Do we look okay? What do we think? I mean, it's probably hard to see the finished project. I mean, can you see it kind of taking shape? This is the skeletons. This is the bones of it all. I think it looks okay. Let's cut it out and see how she looks. Yep, let's do that. I should probably put a helmet on I can see through. That's cut. There's not one there. 2 up there. Oh yeah, this is gonna be tricky. I hope that's enough. I hope that's enough. Well, that got really aggressive really fast. Probably should replace that. Definitely should replace that. Damn it! All right, we're pretty much doing most of the spots. This bottom one here, I can't create. I put the weld too low is what I'm saying, and I can't get the cutoff wheel in there. But hopefully we can, I got some of it, so hopefully we can just bust it out. Oh, she's really tight still. Okay, that's all loose. That's definitely not connected. Did I miss one somewhere? No, I think this is one I can't get. Damn it! Uh-oh, it's up there. Oh. So that one's free, that one's not. I don't know what I got going on here, but it is welded solid somewhere. It just needed more attitude. I think what happened was some of the spots where I welded joints together, I may have welded it to the floor. Whatever, no big deal. This project's really starting to show some bones. I mean, it was worth a shot. Getting my skeletons out of the closet now. Still not, okay, I'll stop. Let's get this thing finished welded and sheet metaled. My God, this is gonna be awesome. I can't wait to get this in here with my Rusty Jones barrel. It's gonna be sweet. I went through and I started grinding off the excess weld because I'm learning that that's kind of a pain in the ass when you're trying to cover things with sheet metal. And I just kind of kept going because I started liking the way it was looking. It was looking professional. Almost professional. There's still a lot of flaws in it, and I found more flaws by grinding the welds away. It's fine, it's not a big deal. It's just a doghouse. But before I went and ground all the welds off on the top side, I did go through and actually, I went through and welded everything on the back side. So there's still plenty of weld on there. I'm not worried about integrity of the structure or anything like that. And I just did a test fit. It all still seems to fit the same as it did when I took it out. So let's get this thing covered. How are we gonna do that? I got 3 signs that are gonna go on here, and one, this is sign 1, sign 2, sign 3. I don't know. I got a bunch of these little scrap hunks of sheet metal laying around from when I was doing my floor that I might try and burn some of them up too. So I'm gonna start there, I think, because they're there. And that's what I'm gonna start with. Yeah, I think so. Now we just start putting the puzzle together. All right, let's go.
Hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart.
All right, I got a hell of a mess here now, but she's all completely covered. Ah, yeah, it's not pretty looking, but it's covered, and I'm glad about that. This has been, let's just say they lie to you on the TV shows. Holy cow, this has been a 2-day process of me sitting here, make a template, transfer the metal, cut the metal out, weld it in. But whatever, it's done now. I learned quite a bit. I got it solidly welded. I like how rough it looks actually, but I don't think I'm gonna keep it this way. Typically I would keep it looking this rough, but I wanna try something different, do some different things, learn some new things. So I actually think I'm gonna try and grind this down and see how she looks all smoothed out. It'll either make it look good or make it worse. I don't know what's gonna do. That's where I'm at this point. I have not put it back in there to make sure it still fits correctly after all this welding. Things tend to move quite a bit when you're welding, but it was a lot of tacking and I was kind of jumping around quite a bit. So I'm hoping it's okay, but I don't know. If it's not quite right when I get it back in there, we'll force it to fit. We'll add some heat where it needs some heat and we'll bend her back and she'll be good. Well, that's a pretty weld, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's
Hot or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the...
So I'm not sure why I'm having this issue with this, what is it, porosity, but I'm having it everywhere. I don't know why. Everything was clean, I ground things down. I don't know why it was, I don't know. Maybe it's just cheap wire. It's a new spool. I don't get it. I'm gonna crank the welder up here a little bit and try and put some more beads on top of it and try and burn it out of there. I am in no way trying to do that to cover up any mistakes I've made. Honestly, I think the mistakes add character to the builds. I'm doing it so I can learn how I can repair this in the future on other projects that I may want to do. Because I don't know why it's doing it at all. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Why are you doing that? I'm going to give it some weld, grind it down again, and see what she looks like. Yeah, so believe it or not, I forgot to turn the camera on when I was welding. But I did get it welded. I put a bunch of different welds on there, turned the heat up and down, and tried a couple different things just to do some testing and see what we come up with. This one spot right here, I welded it from both sides, and it's still, I know it's going to be porous. It's gonna have a bunch of holes in it either way, because I don't know why. I could just tell when I was welding it, that one spot. I don't know why. I mean, I had already ground this down to complete bare metal, so I know there was nothing on it, and it still did it. So I don't know. We'll just grind it all down and see how she looks. It's gonna be what it's gonna be now, because I ain't doing it again. It doesn't need to be perfect. It certainly is time consuming though. I can tell you that much. Holy cow. All right, this is turning out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It's not perfect, which is meant just the way it should be, at least for me. But it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. So yeah, I screwed up. I screwed up pretty bad, and I'm hoping I can salvage it, because I don't want to build another one. This took like 3 days to build. I thought I was being careful when I was building this thing and trying not to get things too hot and jumping around enough, but I clearly wasn't, because she doesn't fit very well anymore. She's a little tweaked in a lot of spots, and I don't know where to start to straighten it out. It's bad. This is bent. This is bent. This is bent. This, I mean, it's just, it's everything. I pretty much screwed it up. Let's hope I can fix it, or we're just gonna adapt it to work, one or the other. Yeah, that's super handy. Yep, everything else is gonna move except for what I want it to move. Come on, work with me here. Everything is a hammer. Pay no attention, there's a hammer laying right there. Yep, that didn't move. Yep, that's not moving. I can't tell. We're gonna assume it's working. Don't really know. See if we made any progress. I mean, I royally screwed the pooch on this one, guys. We're not tight here anymore. I mean, not by a long shot. We're not tight here anymore. We're definitely not tight there anymore. We're not even up at the top there anymore. The beating with the hammer didn't really do much other than break some welds. Huh. Yeah. How do we address this? Because I really don't know. Yep. So for the record, still not very good with sheet metal. We may have a few more breaks in our welds. I mean, she's cracked right there. I mean, I ground it down pretty thin. I don't know what to do. How do I fix this? I had it all fitting so nice too. Yeah, let me think about it. I don't know how much more my bench can handle. That is obviously on Simon's summer projects, because she is not doing well. This is, I can't get this one straight. It's angled. I can't get at it. And this is super awkward, so it's easy to hold and put where you want it. We'll see what we got. Well, I think I'm at least close enough I can make something work here. I think this is good enough that I can just make this work. This is the worst one. I'm just gonna cut this out of here, put a piece of angle iron in there, put it right up against the firewall, weld it in, re-drill my hole. Everything else will be what it'll be. Big gap here. I can't seem to get that to bend any closer. I'm just gonna add another piece of rebar right there. It'll be fine. Nobody will notice. I learned my lesson for next time, I guess. Where's my welder? Yeah, I was wrong. That didn't work. I really screwed this up. Well, I just continue to lie to myself. I can't leave it alone. We're down to relief cuts now. I'm not sure if this is gonna help or not, but they're there now. Guess I'm re-welding that. Let's hope it works. Well, I can definitely bend that piece now. Time for the vise and the hammer. Definitely moved. I don't know if it's enough. I hope this wasn't a waste of my time. Yeah, I don't know if this is doing anything. I'm starting to think I put the relief cut in the wrong spot. I just screwed it up more, I think. I think I might have found a way to salvage this disaster of a project. I may not be a very good car builder or fabricator, but when you screw up as much as I do, you learn ways to fix your screw-ups, and I think I did that. My relief cuts I made actually allowed things to move more than I realized. So I think I'm gonna try and force things to bolt into place or re-tack it together. Yeah, see how that works for me. I don't know that this is gonna work, but I know that I'm gonna try it. This one has been a pain in the butt the whole freaking time. I can't seem to hold it where I need to and see what I'm doing as well. I'm just gonna hope that's going in. Oh boy, I hope that's not cross-threading. Let's just stop. I can't tell. What a... Now you won't come out. Well, it wasn't cross-threading. I wonder if I need a prying device. I wonder if that would help. Oh, what are you doing? Why won't you thread in there? I'm gonna find a different bolt. Okay, now I can see. Got more leverage. I think the threads are just jacked on this one for some reason, which is super awesome. So the real question is all this gonna hold its form when I tack it all back together? Or as soon as I release the bolts, is it just gonna suck back in? I don't know, but I'm happy with it right now. So we're gonna just try. Can't be any worse than it was. Why is it doing that? I mean, that looks bad. I mean, it's really bad. I'm not even sure those tacks are good. And I can't see anything. Oh boy, that's bad even for me. So part of the problem I didn't notice is there's a big gap. Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, there ain't no fixing that now unless I cut it back open, and I ain't doing that. Well, now that I got that side bolted in finally, I'm gonna try and get this side bolted in. And you know what? I bet I can get that top one even. I actually did have the right bolts. Careful. Alright, so that actually locked down pretty darn good. I'm gonna probably, I mean, it's bad over there. Yeah, I'll probably, when I get this off, I'll put some welds on the back side of it and grind it down and try and hide my disaster. But the important thing is it bolts back down and it's relatively tight. The biggest gap I got is right here, and even that's way better than it was, and I think I can come up with something to fix it. So yeah, pretty happy with that. I probably should put a couple more welds in there now that that's broken. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. Do I just let it cool naturally and take it off and hope it's fine? See, this is why I didn't get anything done all the time. It's just I can't get in. This is why. That's okay. I like it. I'll see how cool it is. If it's cool enough, we'll take the bolts out and see how much it wants to move, if it wants to move at all, or if it's gonna hold its position. So we'll see. Cause it's ugly. Okay, so it's been a few minutes. I can touch this by hand and that by hand. God, I hope this worked. I'm gonna take it out here and see how we did and hope for the best. I don't know. I don't know yet, folks. I'm nervous. I am hopeful though. I really am hopeful. Well, I didn't make that one any worse, so that's a good start. Okay, we're doing okay here. We're still about the same. No real big changes. It's now this to go the other side. All right, which one do I take off first? This top one maybe? Oh, I think we might have got her, guys. I think we might have succeeded here. It's a little off, but it's way better than it was. I think it's gonna work. Let's finish this thing. All right, here we go with sign number one. Let's see if we can do this without making a huge disaster of it all. Turn this down just a smidge. All right, what can we do here? Everything still fits, so that's a bonus. All righty, let's see if we can do this without screwing this up. That smells delightful. I like that. Hell yeah. I realized the second I pulled the trigger to weld that for the first time, I never checked to see if it was aluminum or steel. I'm glad it was steel. Hell yeah, now we're just gonna get this one on, which I know is aluminum, so we're just gonna rivet that one on. And this bitch is done. All right, where are you? There's the last piece. Let's get this thing on and call this thing done. That's gonna go right there. Hell yeah. Let's do this. Should be easy, shouldn't be any problems. Which way did I want? I want it that way. Do. Stop, come back here. Ah, get back in the hole. I like the way this looks. There it is. For a second there I thought I put that on upside down, but I didn't. Life is short, floor it. But officer, sign told me to do a burnout. That's a classic. And of course, back to the 50s, the huge show here in Minnesota. Let's see what it looks like in the car. Hell yeah. I didn't bolt it down. I know it'll bolt down though. I'm not worried about it. I can't wait to see it with this in there. That's buried way over there in the corner. It's probably worth digging out though, isn't it? It is. Sit tight. All right, here we go. Oh, this has been a long time coming. Why don't you fit now? Come on, work with me here. I haven't had this in a while. I don't remember how it fits in here. There she goes. It'll fit. I mean, that's freaking rad. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. Hell yeah. Look at that. I gotta do some finish welding on my Rusty Jones deal here, but now I'm nervous about doing that after what happened with that one. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Super nervous about it. How do we fix that problem? So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm happy with it. I like it. I hope you guys like it. I learned a lot of things building this. Did this turn out perfect? Not by a long shot. Did I have some issues and some mistakes? Yes, a lot actually. But I learned some things, and that's gonna be beneficial moving forward here, because now I can take that knowledge and try and remember it, and I'll probably forget. Let's be realistic. I'm gonna try and retain that knowledge, what I learned building this doghouse, and put it forward to the rest of the projects I got cooking. And then I would imagine slowly but surely every little project I do get just a tiny bit better. Here's hoping. If you like what I built, awesome, thanks. If not, it is what it is. If you wouldn't mind liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing my videos, that's always helping a guy out, I suppose. I don't know what I'm doing next, but we're getting really close to moving it. I just gotta finish the floor back there. I gotta put the front end back on the car. Gotta finish up my wiring, and then I think that's about it for most of the car. There'll obviously be other stuff, but I'm sure I'm not forgetting anything. Thanks for watching. See ya.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out.